this video, we want to give you a quick overview of the new look pharmaceutical substances from Thieme. Pharmaceutical Substances is an online tool that presents the key information about almost 3,000 approved active pharmaceutical ingredients, along with the industrially used synthetic routes to these compounds. To find the information you need in pharmaceutical substances, you can either carry out a full text search or look up a chemical structure. Near the top of the start page, you'll see the text search bar. With this, you can search all the full text content of pharmaceutical substances, such as trade names, non-proprietary names, uses, and vendors. For example, you could search for the trade name Viagra. You could also search for the non-proprietary name sildenafil. Clicking on an entry from the list that appears takes you to a results list, which in this case contains only one item. Clicking on the entry there takes you to the content of pharmaceutical substances. Within pharmaceutical substances, each entry has a standard layout, which you can navigate through using the table of contents on the left-hand panel. Within the entry, first you get the key information about the API, including things like use, formula, anatomical therapeutic chemical classification, so ATC code. You then get similar information on any important derivatives. Here, you find the industrially used synthetic route to the API, as reported in the patent literature. The routes are presented clearly and consistently, allowing you to get an instant overview of the chemistry involved. Alternative routes and the synthesis of key intermediates are also presented. You then see a table showing the basic information for key synthetic intermediates, saving you time if you want to source any of these. Below this, you find the trade names and vendors used in the 6 most important markets and the formulations used for the API. At the bottom of each entry are references to the key patents and, if relevant, to any other chemical literature relating to the synthesis. In the left-hand panel, below the navigation for the entry, you'll find the substance classes. These are the key chemical entities that have been assigned to this API. Clicking on a substance class will bring up a list of other APIs that also contain this entity. So this is a great way of seeing how the same structural unit can appear in drugs with similar uses, but also in those with completely different uses. In this case, you can see that there are 30 drugs covered in pharmaceutical substances that contain the sulfonamide as a key structural unit. It's easy to cite pharmaceutical substances. Simply click on the button on the top left to download the citation to your reference management software. You can also add these APIs to playlists or share on social media or by email. Going back to the start page, below the text search bar, you'll find the simple-to-use structure drawing tool. Here, you can draw any structure that you're interested in, and the results list will show you all the places in pharmaceutical substances where that substructure appears, either within the API or in the synthetic route to that API. For example, here, we've drawn the N-sulfonyl-piperazine unit, and we can see that it appears not only in sildenafil, but also in the route to 2 other APIs. The Name to Structure tool is a quick way of drawing more complex molecules where you know the UPAC, product, or trade name. In the left-hand panel, you'll find an A to Z list of all the APIs covered in pharmaceutical substances. You can sort alphabetically, but you can also filter by the substance classes. So, for example, filtering for 1,2,3-triazoles gives you a list of all of the APIs that contain this unit as part of their structure. Also on the list, you'll find the playlists. Playlists are added to highlight the new APIs that are included in each release of pharmaceutical substances, but you can also set up playlists of your own and share them with your colleagues or students. More detailed descriptions of how to use the various features of pharmaceutical substances are available using the help and FAQ links at the top of the page. Finally, if you need more detailed support for anything relating to pharmaceutical substances, please just get in touch with our chemists at the Thieme editorial office using the support link.